friends. Thank you for stopping by, number one. Number two, we are going to take a look at someone who I do not think I have done a lesson for ever. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. Gary Hoey. Hanging with Hoey. If you are not familiar with Gary Hoey, you should be. And if you are familiar with him, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't want to hear this, fast forward to, wherever you want to go to hear this. But keep in mind, I want to just give you a little bit of info about Gary Hoey, who he is, why he's important to me, and why I'm doing this song, I guess. I found out about Gary Hoey back in 93 or 94 when I was in college. He had an article, or he had a column in Guitar World magazine called Hocus Focus, which was a play on words for Hocus Pocus, which was, the song he had covered, which was on his Animal Instinct. I think it was a second release, but the first one that everyone knew about. And anyway, surf rock, surf guitar, heavy, so think Dick Dale with a lot of edge to it, drop D tuning at times. He's, evolved over the years, kind of got more into the blues. Most recently came back out with an album just a couple months ago, earlier this year, called Avalanche. My opinion, best thing he's put out ever, just because overall I think it's a fantastic album, cover to cover, number one. Number two, it gets back to the rock roots, which I really dig. And I just think it's probably one of the best albums I've heard in a very long time. So it just got a lot of upside to it. One of the tunes on this album, which I wanted to do because it's an acoustic-based type of tune, is Dear Mama. Dear Mama is in tribute to his mother who passed away a few years ago. If you are familiar with Gary, you know that he and her did a whole bunch of things video-wise on his social media platforms. Check it out if you haven't. Some just great stuff to watch and look at. How he and her interacted. It's fantastic. The other thing about Gary Hoey is that he's last few years, I think we're approaching 30 years now, the Hoey holiday tours that he does. All Christmas music with some of his stuff thrown in there. So if you're not familiar with his Christmas collection and what he does with that, worth checking out. Trust me, it's all good. So all that going on, I like this tune, Dear Mama. Very straightforward, but really just a great story to it, right? So we're gonna take a look at this. It's I believe we're playing a half step down for the most part. I believe some simple chords. I'm going to show you how I think it goes. I could be wrong, but this sounds pretty good to me. And again, if you haven't heard of him, go look him up. Go check him out. Social media, everywhere out there. As a matter of fact, he's got some stuff going on with Lita Ford. Lita Ford sings on this new album, Avalanche. So he's worked with her in the past. He's working with her right now. I think they actually just put a video out for the song that they did on this album, and for the life of me, I'm drawing a blank, but look it up. The album is Avalanche. Some great stuff on there. So we'll take a look at this one, Dear Mama. I hope you like it. I really do. All right, so we're going to take a look at this song, Dear Mama, Gary Hoey. The intro is 2 chords. It's a G5, so we're not using that 5th string. And this one can either be a C add 9, or just taking this type of chord, the C to a G to a C. Same thing, and we're going to mute the 4th string. So, excuse me, just those 2 chords for your intro, and it's going to carry over into the verse. Nice groove to it. Just I like it. It feels good, right? Good song. So that's your verse. We're going to get into a pre-chorus, which is just D to the C. I believe this full C add 9. So that transition will be. We're going to do this 3 times. Da, 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 da. Okay, the 4th time, we're going to just go to A minor. Okay, chorus. It's pretty straightforward, which is why, again, you don't have to play a million notes at a million miles an hour. You put some chords together that just kind of flow with the lyrics. You got something fantastic, which this song is, in my opinion. So So it's going to be a G to a D, E minor. Okay, that is basically your song composition for the most part. We're going to go back into that. All right, and there is a little. So in the intro, so I should go back, I guess. There's a bit of a little riff there. 2nd fret, 3rd string. Pick and pull. 4th fret, 2nd string. Pick and pull. Okay, dear mama. So we go that. So that before the first verse. We're going to go into the second verse, same thing. If I can pick it cleanly. Okay? And we go back into the verse. Okay? Repeats that. Ba, 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 ba. We're still in the pre-chorus part. Gonna play this one more time. A minor, back to the D. Chorus. Dear mama. To the G, to the D, to the E minor, to that C. And I think there's a C with the G in the bass there. I think. Sounds good if there's not. Run with it. Okay. All right. 2 solos. This is going into the first solo. Yeah, I didn't work on that. So we're going to work on the rhythm parts, basically. And it's just those 2 chords, G5. So you're playing that 8 times, basically. There's 1, 7 more times while the solo's going on. That's all that really is for the rhythm piece of it, okay? When we're done with the solo, we're coming back into the pre-chorus. Okay, 3 times there with that. One more time. A minor. God belong, dear mama, it mean the world to me. Loving you comes so easily. All right, so we do the chorus again, and then we go back into. So I shouldn't say back into. We go into solo number 2, which is just the same thing. 8 times, okay? That G, C, 8 times. Coming out of this solo, we're going right back into the chorus. All right, repeats, and it's going to end on that G. So that's your song. Pretty straightforward, great tune, great album. If you don't know who this guy is, you got to look him up. See if he's coming to town in November and December for the Ho Ho Hoey tour. I've got 2 options. I hope to go see him either in Sellersville, PA, or Teaneck, New Jersey. So, and I'm in Charlotte, so I got to make this happen. So, go down this rabbit hole with him if you don't know who he is. If you do know who he is, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Again, I don't think I've done a Gary Hoey lesson before. I could be wrong, but I don't think I have. So Avalanche is this album. My other next favorite album was the soundtrack he did for Endless Summer 2, that movie. Some great tunes on there. So check it out. Enjoy it. See you on the next one.